I was born without a dad. No, I'm not a clone. No, I'm not a test tube baby. But my dad wasn't part of my childhood. Not having a dad takes a toll on the family foundation and adversely the community. Fixing the problem could address a few social inequities. In my family, I'm the second oldest of four. My mother had me when she was 15 years old. At age 18, my mother had 3 children, and she was our only provider. My mother worked hard, and she struggled to raise us on her own. Between my mother's struggle and my neighborhood's state of mind, I developed a goal. My goal was to make as much money as I could legally and show the world what my mother was capable of doing all by herself. Make her proud of me. My focus was to be in a position where my mother wouldn't have to work as hard and I could buy her a house and a home that she always wanted. On November 22nd, 1997, my goal shifted. My daughter was born. This was redefined. I was responsible for another human being. All the damaging life experiences that I attributed to my relationship with my dad, I could fix. I could help her avoid some of life's pitfalls through my experiences. I could show her the difference between knowledge and wisdom. I could show her how a man is supposed to treat a woman. I could help her with her homework. Basically, I started thinking about my legacy. I could change the world just by preparing my daughter to be a productive citizen. Being her dad was a generational shift, but it felt like a no-brainer. The question became, what is a good dad, and how could I create that experience? My mother, bless her heart, gave us everything she had, but she wasn't a man. She could tell me what she liked and what she disliked, but she couldn't tell me what makes a man. She didn't have her dad in her life, so I couldn't expect that much. Most of what I learned about being a dad came from Bill Cosby playing Cliff Huxtable. Cliff was a professional. He worked at home. And every time he talked to his kids, he had a non-linear conversation with them that made them think. That was very important to me because I wanted my kids to be able to talk to me as openly and willingly as he would talk to his kids. So when it was time for me to talk to my daughter about boys and sex, I thought, what would Theo, what would Cliff say to Theo or his daughter? So I came up with a list of questions. I said, okay, what is a boyfriend? What makes this boy special? What are some qualities that you would like your boyfriend to have? What's a bad boyfriend? And every time she would say, I don't know, I would tell her, I don't know means you're not thinking. And if you're not thinking, you shouldn't be doing it. I got entrenched in my daughter's life. I realized that I was only scratching the surface of what makes a good dad. As I started getting involved at the school and coaching, I realized other children need dads too. I never forget being in a kindergarten class and the student came to me and asked me, "You work here?" I said, "No." He said, "Is that your daughter?" I said, "Yeah, that's my daughter." He said, "What you doing here?" And I said, "I'm here in class, promoting a good learning environment and offering my services if the teacher needs any help." And he looked at me. He looked at me and he explained to me that I was the first dad he seen there that wasn't there because somebody got in trouble. Then he kind of gave me this hug / pat on my shoulder. And if you can see the picture, the one on the left is the guy that did it for me. Being involved with organizations around my daughter gave me insight on my daughter and her friends. Once organizations found out how helpful I could be, they started signing me up for all types of stuff. That's how I became the serial volunteer. Creating a PTO, being a basketball and soccer coach, and chaperoning middle school dances were all quirky things, but they gave me a relationship with the kids. And it was a lasting relationship. I could go and ask them, how are your grades? What are you up to? All these random questions that you can't really come to a kid and ask. I mean, to some random kid and say, hey, what are you doing? And you're like, who are you? So, but it's a beautiful thing when you go on Facebook and you see the truth is like my status, and you click on it just to see what they're doing, and you get responses like, Coach, truth is, you're more like my dad than my real dad. I wasn't the only one growing up without a dad. The majority of my cousins and friends grew up with that void, too. I'm happy to see my friends and family are making decisions to be the dad that they never had. Our own President Obama grew up without his dad, and in 2010, his Father's Day message was promoting responsible fathers, and I just want to expand on that. I want you all to be dads wherever dads are absent. When I say absent, they could be deployed to war, they could be incarcerated, they could be out looking for a job wherever they can find work, all the other various different types of reasons why dads are not around. But I'm asking you to open up your homes, to volunteer, to coach, become a big brother, become a foster parent, and become a mentor. I know it's easy to just say it, so since I'm a man of action, I want to see some action. So I'm asking everybody to stand up. Even the people on the internet, wherever you're at, stand up. All right, put your right hand up and repeat after me. I promise myself that I will go and identify a place where dads and moms are absent. And I will become a mom/dad wherever, a mom/dad there within 10 business days. Thank you.